What was I even doing for the fucking weekend?
Oh, man. Actually, what were you doing? I wasn't here.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, this is the problem with like any weekend. Like, you look forward to it all fucking week, and then you get in on Monday and someone asks you what you do for the weekend. You're like,
What do you plan for the weekend? Like, on the Thursday or Friday, are you like...
This weekend coming?
Well, I don't know. Yeah, any weekend.
Not much, really. Oh, it's been taping.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, back with another episode of the Nagcast. I am your co-host, Tom Gilmore. I'm joined by my fellow geeks, as always, Jahan and Robbie. Robbie, how you doing?
Pretty good, man. I mean, as we may have just heard, my week has been quiet. My weekend's even quieter and less memorable. So this really is the highlight of my week.
Jahan?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. I spent most of my weekend watching anime. So
Anything good or just passing time?
Have you heard about this thing called Attack on Titan?
Yes, I've heard of it.
Okay, yeah. I've been trying to get Gilmore onto it, and he just won't do it. So,
well, guys, you know what's actually more important than Jeff Bezos stepping down as CEO today?
No.
Gaming.
Yes, Phil. Correct.
It's fucking spot on, Phil. God damn it.
Fucking Phil. Just nailing it every time. He always has the right answers for you.
Well, how do you want to be sold to? Gaming.
What do you think is going to be the major cultural touch point in a few years?
Gaming.
He's right again.
Man, every time. And he could come out just with a new press release every single week and it would just be gaming.
Yeah, or we're raising the prices.
Yeah, or we're price hiking this week. Joke's on you. But Jahan, do you want to kick us off?
A lovely thing was shown on YouTube this morning, and that was the Mass Effect Legendary
Were you
Edition.
wearing your white pants? I have to know.
Yeah.
Just for context, everyone, Jahan has been creaming himself over this new Mass Effect.
If you couldn't guess by any other episode you may have listened to, there may be a slight theme running through that Jahan tries to mention it in every episode.
Seriously, I think it's potentially the best trilogy for RPGs out there. But regardless of the point, Mass Effect Legendary trailer dropped this morning, and just the fidelity on how amazing it looked, and just like Mass Effect 1, and just seeing what they've done. Granted, there were a lot of what do you call that thing? Blooms, the lens flares. That's the word. It just popping off everywhere, so it was a bit weird, but otherwise it was fucking amazing to look at. And there's a huge write-up about it as well on the BioWare blog about what they're actually adding in. So I'm excited that March 14th? 24th. I am wrong.
And it's May, not March.
May. I'm.
It's literally written in front of you.
That's how much I want it now.
Yeah, to be fair, that is a really, really good way of showing how much you want it now.
I've forgotten my news piece.
I've forgotten how to read.
But no, I watched the trailer this morning. I was blown away. Did you see like the snapshot side by side of like the original Mass Effect 2 next to the
I don't know
new
how
one?
the people got away with that back in the day. Like,
It's just like when we used to play like like Nintendo 64 games or like PS1 games, and you look at it and you remember how you look back and you remember, man, I just remember those graphics being so good, and then you go back and play it, you're like, fuck, what was I seeing? What was I seeing in my round glass screen?
It's like, do you remember those, like, I think it was the first Tomb Raider game, and like everyone was kicking up a stink because Lara Croft was topless. And then when you look back and like, those are just pixels. Like, it's not like Cyberpunk where you have like dildos and sex. And it's like you were saying in the first podcast where they're taking renders from Cyberpunk and putting it on Pornhub. These were literally pixels that were being passed off as boobs.
Yeah. Triangles. Just triangles.
Yeah.
You know what else is super exciting though is the new Battlefield game info that got linked today.
Well, yeah, you have said in the past that it's the one you're looking forward to most in 2021.
Yeah, I know, but it's coming out in spring 2021 now. That's the important news.
Spring Australia time or spring like?
No, it'd have to be a US, wouldn't it?
Okay,
Spring
so
is current. No way.
is now.
What is
Spring
now?
is now.
Oh shit!
That's
Maybe
why
it
I'm
is
asking.
Australia.
That's why I'm asking.
So it's us.
Fuck. Yeah.
It is us. So a leak did come out after a bit like an earning report. So this is true. It came from the CFO, Blake Jorgensen, and basically he just went on to say it's just going to be all-out military warfare. No surprises there. It's a game about war. And apparently it's going to have a player base that's just never been seen before in terms of like conquest and all the game.
Yeah, is that how many people can be in the game? Because,
Yeah. It like so typically what it is right now, or what I guess the norm is right now for most games that they set was 32v32, which I think it was pretty impressive. That's what
it was
made them stand
32
out.
on console, 64 on PC. I think. I'm not 100%. I believe that might have been like a big pull for PC, obviously as well, just the fidelity. And
But I remember that being like because DICE and EA like back in the day when Battlefield's an old series, man, like dating back. That was their kicker amongst. Let alone everything was destructible. Was the fact that you could have all these players in the same game, and now they're sort of like boasting ridiculous numbers. They're not. I don't think they're like going to be going on to quote that just yet because they're like, we want to make sure this works on every single gaming platform, and let's not do a Cyberpunk. But I'm excited for that, man.
Let's not rush this one out.
But I'm excited, man. Like they're going back to their roots as well. They're going back to more Battlefield 3, which was one of my favorites.
Yeah, I think I prefer Battlefield over Call of Duty. I
time.
love Battlefield Bad Company 2.
Great story.
The storyline was better for a few years. Like, I mean, Call of Duty were trading on Modern Warfare for a long time.
Oh, absolutely.
And then like Battlefield actually like,
But I also I'm a big fan of class shooters. So the fact that I could play as a medic and just run around with my defibs and kill people was phenomenal. And you'd need a medic on a team because you're running as with your squad and it's like, cool, we got 2 snipers. We're in a building, lads. What the fuck? And then it's like, all right, switch out. And just like running around. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. So I'm very keen for Battlefield 7, 6,
Six.
What? 6?
6.
yeah, I do have a certain affinity for it. That's a great segue, Robbie. Good job. Yeah.
Why would that be, Robbie?
Well, Tom, there's some news this week that there's a new indie developer studio from the guys who used to be at Call of Duty. So, and they have a title that's been in the works for quite a while, apparently.
Who were they called?
Well, certain affinity.
Oh, that's
now
why.
you see my genius.
Yeah, those are the same guys. It's COD, and they're like ex-Bungie veterans, right?
Yeah.
Veterans, like they're old.
Veterans. It's like being a social media manager. It didn't exist a few years ago. Okay, you're not a veteran. Well, I guess you are, but
I'm an old gamer. I can take that.
Can you like what classifies as a veteran? Like what level do you have to get to?
That's a really good question. When did gaming start again? It was like
1970s.
I suppose if you played every single console from then all the way till now, like that's
What? No.
Yeah, but I mean,
what?
But like a studio developer now, like they would have been. I mean, unless you were working for like EA or Naughty Dog back in like the early 90s when they started. Like, yeah, you're a veteran there, but like if you joined Activision back in 2010, you're not a veteran after 10 years. You're just like war-trodden.
With that said, what is considered a retro game?
Oh, actually, I want to know the answer to this because I
think of it as in Hollywood terms, like how long before they can remake a movie and make some more money out of it?
So the first Spider-Man, does that count? Is that?
Spider-Man's a different thing because that was just a studio realizing that they
Then
could
so
just do
hold
whatever the
up.
fuck they want.
Then when Last of Us came out on the PS3 and then was remade again on the PS4, is that
Last of Us was on PS3?
Yeah, it was at the end of the life. End of the console cycle.
Why did I only think that was on PS4?
Take a deep breath.
No, but yeah. So does that? So is
Where am I?
So like, Prince of Persia is getting remade.
Oh, thank God.
Oh my God!
So is
I
that
forgot about
retro?
That's a retro game.
That was
That's a
on
retro
PS2.
game. Yeah. Okay. I think 2 generations.
I was
two
thinking,
two console generations. I don't know how you do it for PC games, but let's say it's 2 console generations, which is why I keep saying Speed Freaks is overdue for a remake. Sly Raccoon as well, overdue for a remake.
Oh, I'd love a new
Wait,
remake.
hang on, are you giving the definitive That's what retro means.
Yes.
Have you heard it here first?
Yes.
Oh my God, crystal bullshit. I'm telling you, it's going to happen in the next few weeks.
Yeah.
Definition of retro games is going to come out and Robbie's going to be like, yeah, I made that up.
Yeah, we fucking nailed it. Yeah, again, you heard the James Bond stuff. You heard the other stuff that we talked about that I can't remember.
Too many beers, man.
You know what? To be fair, I do forget what the fuck we talk about on this podcast sometimes.
Yeah, because you're always like half cut.
Yeah.
You're going off like a bloody bull in a china shop.
Yeah.
That's because. Do you want to know what it was? It was Knights of the Old Republic. That was the claim to fame. That was the other,
but there was another one. I do remember there was another one that we did as well, and we mentioned it during the week. I'm like, oh my God, we are nailing this. And then,
I guess we're gonna have to revisit some of our own podcasts. Maybe everyone listening should too as well.
Yeah.
Tell us on socials what it was.
just needed like a shot to the head. Speaking of headshots.
Yes. The old Cyberpunk is back in the news. Granted, for potentially a better reason than what it has been for the past month or so. The modding kit has finally come out. And people are now playing as Keanu Reeves as John Wick.
Johnny Silverwick.
Johnny Silverwick. So you can apparently play as your V character, play as V as you want. You can be Johnny Silver now and John Wick. I think there's also, I'm not 100% sure on this, but there's kill cams. So as John Wick, when you shoot someone, it will cut and show you the bullet. I will need to double check this, but I believe that might be a thing that happens in this mod.
Can you get the mod and just do a video and put it up this week?
I can, assuming the game still runs. Yes.
It does. Although I did read today that hackers are taking advantage of people trying to get patches and mods to make it work properly and just completely cleaning out their gaming accounts. So be careful out there.
Oh my God.
Do you know what?
It's the Wild West out there.
You know what we all need
Night
for
City.
you know what we all need for 2021 just to make our year just really kick off to a strong start is we actually need Keanu Reeves playing as John Wick, the mod, with Johnny Silverhand in the background, and you just get 3 Keanu Reeves. Just all this John Wick, everything. You know what? Actually, get him to play. Did he usually play Ted in Bill and Ted? And just get him to dress up as that character.
Is he Bill?
Why would you not go for Neo?
I did think about Neo, but I was like, yeah.
You have Neo, Johnny Silverhand, and John Wick. I mean,
wait, hang on. No. I get to do my Keanu Reeves impersonations now. It's just like
that was your Keanu Reeves impersonation.
No, I don't believe it. No,
so bad.
No, dude. Bogus.
Yeah, speaking of bogus this week, GameStop. Fucking hell.
Oh, Jesus.
So, obviously, like last week when this news came out, I didn't want to include it just because I was like, it's not a meme story, but just like, kind of a blowover thing.
Feels like we should have included
Holy shit.
Fuck, we were wrong. Holy shit.
Yeah, when Elon Musk is tweeting about it, you should probably get on
That gave it a proper boost, didn't it?
Yeah. Did you know they're already making movies about it?
I don't
Netflix.
know why.
So Netflix has commissioned the writer of Zero Dark 30, and they've already got a main actor in it. Like the main character, whoever that is in this whole story, has been cast.
Can we?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
I was going to say, can we please pitch to get in it? Please.
I don't want to be in this movie.
Why?
It's just. So
I feel like we'd be
cash grab.
I feel like we would be Max Greenfield in The Big Short in this movie. So underused and just passed by when only you'd be mentioned on a podcast 6 years later by someone you've never heard of. I feel like that's where we go. Well, look. Besides that, there was a good end to the story.
There was.
The guys who made the guys on Reddit who made the money out of it. Well, not all of them. I'm sure there are some people who just wanted to buy a yacht.
Want to watch the world burn.
But some of them, like one guy's paying, apparently, well, I've heard through the ether, is paying for his mother's surgery, like life-saving surgery. And a lot of them are just buying stuff for kids' hospitals.
Yeah, there's a lot of
like,
donating charity.
Yeah, they're like giving like switches and stuff to hospitals, like children's hospitals. That's, dude.
Yeah, it is like, because wasn't it the Robin Hood app? Which is just like, that was like,
They are under
of all,
a
like the
lot
biggest
of-
irony, like this is like real life Robin Hood.
It's brilliant. Like, it's unfortunate like that they've crumbled to Wall Street pressure. I guess.
Yeah, Wall Street's now crying. It's like, we lost money. It's like, yeah, but you trade on the stock market, you have a chance of losing money.
Man, the hype market around this thing though, because the memes out of this thing. Remember the thing I sent to the group, and it's like this muscly. So it's meant to be like a fucking 8-year-old kid, right? He walks into his parents' bedrooms, and it's actually like this super muscly guy, but he's just shadowed out. And it's just like, Mom, can I please have $500?
I think the best.
Wait, hang on. What was it? It was Mom.
Who plays Jessica Jones?
Kristen Ritter, I think. Yeah.
It's a picture, the one where it's Kristen Ritter and then David Tennant like looking at her intensely.
Yeah.
And it's it says Wall Street stockbroker over Kristen Ritter, and then it's David Tennant's one saying the rest of the world realizing we can cyberbully them. It's just fucking perfect.
Tell you what, just quick. I know we're kind of sidetracking from the good news story that it was, but did you see Nintendo have like released their numbers and like Switch is killing it in like sales again?
It's like.
Can we just for a second just appreciate that Nintendo have dominated handheld consoles for about 50 years now at this stage?
It's just like, and like it's obviously a game. It's a home console as well. Like,
yeah, but like, so was like I saw like they listed the Wii in there as well. The Wii's not a handheld console, but like you have the Game Boy Advance, the DS, what's the one with the pen?
That's the DS.
That's the DS.
Okay,
Mate,
that one.
You can go into that box there. We're looking at it.
It didn't look as fresh as that. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, but like the Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color. I mean, I realize they're just iterations of the same thing. But
well, this is the thing. This is technically still the first iteration. They had the Switch Lite, and they put out a more powerful version of the Nintendo battery, like a better battery for the Switch, the current model. But it's up. It's up for a renew on whatever the design and stuff is. And this is still the first, quote, design iteration.
it's the first generation
I was
of the
going to
Switch,
say,
yeah.
isn't like the new thing, like whatever you want to call it, Switch something, isn't the next one to be 4K? Like it's all...
Oh, I don't know. Like if it is, it's got to be a home console. There's no way that thing's going to run.
Obviously, it's got
portable.
great, like...
Jahan, I'm going to remind you that there's a KFC bucket out there running.
Yeah, but you don't walk around on the train with that thing.
Someone will. Someone's going to...
I've seen people eat KFC on the train.
Well, I kind of want to move into movies and entertainment, guys. And you know what? I really just want to scrap this right now. Let's just like clear the water. The Zelda Netflix series thing is not a thing. It's not happening.
Nintendo just killing it. Killing everything literally, like in sales and killing literally a show.
I want to challenge that idea because I see all the posts. It's like, oh, okay, so Nintendo saw like a leak of the thing. It's like, oh, now we're going to cancel it. That's really childish. And don't get me wrong, I know they're about cancel culture, but
hold on. We saw the same thing about Deadpool back in 2015, and the next year we had the highest grossing.
I don't
R-rated
want
movie.
a Zelda TV show.
I'm just saying, something was leaked before. The studio said no. There was a reaction among like the fan base, and then they made it. So like, depending if the fan base is like you saying, I don't want a Zelda TV show.
There's a lot of people out there that would.
Exactly.
I will fight them. No, because
And you'll lose.
Don't
it's called majority.
No, because
Do you hate kids?
Yes. No, well, they had the 90s, might have been 80s Zelda TV show. No, it would have been the 90s because Zelda came out, in 1985.
I think I know what you're talking about. It was on that weird... It wasn't like the VHS. It was like some weird...
Well, probably the most notable line from his, well, excuse me, princess. But it's more what story is it going to follow? What, like, is it going to just be like its own offshoot?
But it could be its own offshoot. I mean, you look at any video game to movie or video game to TV adaptation, they generally follow their own adventure. They don't like look at Assassin's Creed, look at anything like they don't follow the game.
Yeah,
they just
Assassin's Creed was pretty shit as well.
Look, I'm not saying it's good. I'm just saying look what they've done in the past. Okay,
nothing gaming, like nothing that has translated from video game to TV show or movie has arguably been good.
You know what has done really well?
Besides fucking Mortal Kombat and DOA, okay?
Be careful what you're about to fucking say, because how dare you, DOA, Mortal Kombat, and one I was actually about to point out, Hitman.
You know what else I was about to point out? Sonic. Speaking of Sonic, Jahan's favorite character. There's a TV show coming out, dude.
Look,
How will that translate? We don't know.
Look, to be fair, the Sonic TV shows are fucking the openings for those shows are fucking bangers, like absolute bangers. But it's just I have a problem with the video game construction, the way they make Sonic games. So I'm fine with this. Sonic Prime will, no doubt, be good.
So yes, as Sonic,
as the number one Sonic fan,
at this table has mentioned, Sonic Prime coming to Netflix. It has been announced it's an animated TV series that's coming, I guess, next year. I guess it's in development now.
I feel like this might have been in development for a little bit. I reckon it might come out this year.
Oh. Well, we'll keep an eye on it.
We know Jahan wants it out this year.
Oh, he wants everything out this year.
If there's anything Jahan loves more than Mass Effect, it's Sonic. Come on.
Fucking hell.
Gotta go fast.
Production, gotta go fast. Gotta go fast.
Oh my god, yes, that is the fucking slogan of production.
Gotta go fast.
Come on, guys, faster. But like, you know what else is quite cool in the industry is Thor: Love and Thunder photos got released today.
Did you see Chris Pratt and Chris Hemsworth were in the Crown in Sydney just having dinner? Yeah, mad.
Man, the amount of actors that are just floating around Australia at the moment. Like,
because it's the only country you can move around at the minute.
I can understand why that would actually piss a lot of people off at the moment, because like interstate stuff, like people who are sick and all that, like I really want my family here, but they're not allowing them to come. And it's like, I'm an actor.
Oh, right this way.
Take away. Don't piss me off. I've done action films.
I'm contributing to the industry. Like, mate, you're playing a round of golf in Randwick. Not a big thing.
And you know, it's funny you say Randwick, because not far from there is where they were filming all those photo shoots in Centennial Park. It's like right behind their house. We should just walk into set.
They're filming. I know they're filming Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings there in Fox Studios, and I think they're filming part of Thor: Love and Thunder. I think the other part of it will be shot in Gold Coast, where they shot like Ragnarok and something else. I can't remember.
I think so. Yeah.
But they shot all of Ragnarok up in Gold Coast. But I think for some reason Sydney's now becoming a hub over Gold Coast, which, look, I'm cool. Like, currently in Sydney, we have Natalie Portman, Chris Hemsworth, Idris Elba, Chris Pratt, Matt Damon. Like, they're all just floating around Sydney. And with the exception of Idris Elba, that we know, Heimdall might show up, who knows, they're all in Thor. Cool.
I'm Idris Elba. I'm coming to Australia.
Yeah, he's been here for a couple of months now. Natalie Portman's living in Double Bay.
Yeah, fully. She's just hanging around Woolworths and Double Bay.
Yeah, just hanging around like the veg aisle in Double Bay, just, smashing the greenery.
Can we chat about WandaVision in that episode?
Oh, thank God it's gotten better. I was literally, I was saying in my head, I was going to say to you, like, let's just make a pact. If it's as bad as the other three, we just give up on it. Because, like, Marvel can only kick my dick for so long.
Do you know, it's funny because it took us so long to watch it. When it was Friday, when we did watch, but it was super late. I came home really late. I was tired, and I was like, I wasn't even excited to watch it. I just went, I made a joke as I was passing, and I was like, can we just skip to the last 5 minutes like we should have done for episode 2?
And 1 and 3.
Yeah. But I'm glad we didn't.
It was good.
We got a lot.
It was a good episode. It actually set it up. The only issue I have is now it's taken 4 episodes to get this far. There's only 9 episodes in the season. Like, they've basically now jammed themselves into telling a certain story. I mean, look, the story might have been this the whole time, but they basically jammed telling the main story that anyone wants to see into 5 episodes. 5 20-minute. I'm not counting 34 minutes because 14 minutes are fucking credits. They have basically an hour and a half to tell an entire story. That's my only issue.
I didn't hate it.
It was good.
But it took, like you said, it took so long. But granted, I was like, you know what? I don't mind this Bewitch and like Brady Bunch crap happening at the beginning. It's kind of corny jokes and I like it. But holy shit, when that new episode, when the most recent episode ran, I was like, what the fuck's going on here? The way they're using the cameras is not what they normally do, where it's just like the audience camera view, and I fucking loved it.
It was really good.
Yeah, because it was normal.
Just normal 20th century.
21st century.
Wow. Oh, God.
Are you in WandaVision? What year do you think this is?
Fucking hell.
Well, like, I really want to dive into the Easter eggs. Do you know, like Marvel film, classic Marvel film, there's always stuff going on in the background. That's what I'm trying to look out for, especially with that episode.
The notice board where they had like who's playing what character. There's only one character that isn't put up there. It's the neighbor. I can't remember her name. It was
The blonde one or whatever it was.
the one that was outside. You know, when after Wanda had the kids and Vision was outside talking to those neighbors.
Oh, yes.
It was the woman.
Shit.
She's not up there. So there's a rumor going around that she's Mephisto, because she's not actually played by a real person. She's played by the devil. The devil. Don't go near that girl. She's the devil.
Women are the devil.
Bobby Boucher, you don't go near that woman.
But mama said, mama said.
Yeah. The other rumor I heard is apparently Evan Peters is confirmed to appear. I mean, look, he is Quicksilver in the X-Men universe. Wanda's brother is Quicksilver.
Holy shit, what if this is the fucking thing they use to
bring in the multiverse? Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Oh my god.
Like, so she's trying to bring Quicksilver back, like her brother from she's trying to bring him back from the past.
I would love that.
And brings the wrong Quicksilver from the wrong thing. And then that's how you bring in the multiverse and the different Spideys, because we all know
Deadpool
Spider-Man
just popped
3.
his head in, just like, fuck's going on here?
All of a sudden, Hugh Jackman's interested in playing Wolverine again because...
So I saw this thing floating around that, like, and to be honest, I can't argue with it. Is Zac Efron playing Wolverine?
Ooh, well, he's clearly got the body
mad
for it.
about it. I'm not mad about it. Like, I saw this photo of him looking very Jackman-esque. And like, he is basically Aussie now as well. So he is following in the footsteps. He did take his role in The Greatest Showman as well. He did all he's really just following Hugh Jackman. So I'm not, if Zac Efron were to get it, I would stand by him.
Same. I love Zac.
Yeah, he is really, like, he's come a long way from we're all in this together. We don't watch High School Musical here.
Not even once.
Not even once.
That was just weird. I would be fine with that. I think I would be fine with that. But I can't get that bowl cut. Speaking of High School Musical, I can't get that goddamn bowl cut.
I wouldn't know what you're talking about. I've never seen it.
Yeah, I didn't watch it, Jahan. Hang on. Hang on. Did you watch it, Jahan?
I've never actually seen it.
Huh.
I have no idea what they're about.
Yeah, sure. I think you better move on before you dig yourself a hole. Or you know what? Tell you what, I'll take this away from you. So Disney Plus, unknown if it'll launch here in Australia, but apparently they're going to do a package where you can get Hulu and ESPN. Sees how Disney owns the world and all the content. We get it. You're a biker. They own all the content and just going to do a package with ESPN Plus, Hulu.
Man, I would love it if it came... Like, it's one of those things that we've been missing in Australia is Hulu. I like Hulu.
What would we get on Hulu?
I'm guessing everything that they bought with Fox that they can't put on Disney Plus because it's too family focused. So you're looking like Alien and shit like that.
Okay.
Plus, like Hulu has like their original series, so they have The Handmaid's Tale. So if they launch that, then obviously that's taken from Stan. Like
would Futurama be there?
Yeah, I mean,
Futurama
is a mixed one because like it was originally with Fox and like Hulu, then Comedy Central.
Yeah.
Like so, like I think all those were Fox anyway. So yeah, it should be on Hulu because as far as I'm aware, it's not on any Australian streaming service at the minute.
I haven't seen it anywhere, and I would love to rewatch that. So
yeah.
Granted, I don't think this is coming here, but
look, I think apparently there's talks that HBO Max will be coming to Australia before the end of the year, which would basically cripple Foxtel and Binge. If Hulu and ESPN were to launch, that would cripple KO and take some of Stan's content as well. So I think if Disney and Warner Brothers actually had their shit together, they could cripple the local Australian streaming service industry.
oh well.
Oh well.
Look, obviously,
Jahan doesn't care.
I don't. No. Look, we spoke about Thor a little earlier, and in particular, one particular amazing man, Idris Elba. Somehow he has brought more love to himself by creating a fucking anime or something. So he's partnered up with Crunchyroll to create, I believe it's called Dantai, and it's going to be a dark fantasy. He's going to be working with his wife, Sabrina, on this. I don't think there's anything else out there about it, but
So he's just been in lockdown in Australia because, like, you know what?
His anime shit's pretty cool.
Anime.
Maybe like Idris. I don't know why I have to say his name like that every time I say his name, but
Whose name?
Idris.
Okay.
Idris Elba. Maybe he's just a huge fucking geek and just loves anime, and now it's like he's finally getting into it.
Oh, I don't question that. I mean, it's also taking advantage of where the culture is going at the minute. But yeah.
Yeah, did you? I can't remember if it was true or not, or if this is just something that I read passing by on Facebook. But apparently, Idris Elba didn't like playing the character in the Marvel Avengers.
No, he didn't. No, that's why he said he said he wasn't going to come back after, I think, Thor 2, and then he ends up coming back for Thor 3, Infinity War. So I think it was maybe just the direction his character was going. But I feel like I heard it was like he didn't like the CGI and everything like that. I'm like, mate, every movie that's made these days is in front of a green screen. You're gonna have to get over yourself.
It's because he's used to doing like those old English gangster films like Rock and Roller.
Yeah, I think it's hard for anyone to turn down the vision that Taika Waititi had for Thor 3. Like, that thing was just such
Arguably the best of the 3 that are out right now.
I mean, arguably of the Thor films?
Yes.
Arguably the best.
I know some
It's
people.
by far
I know
the
some
best.
people who I'm not friends with anymore who did
Wow.
not like it as much as Thor 1, for example.
He has blonde eyebrows in Thor 1.
Look, I'm not one of them.
That tells you all you need to.
I
if you-
hated the first 2.
If you're an ex-friend of Jahan, go fuck yourself.
Stop listening to this podcast.
We don't need
No,
you.
no,
Actually,
please
actually,
stay.
no,
No,
stay,
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 please.
stay.
Please stay.
I didn't mean what I said. I just mean you should change your views about the world.
Look, I know a bit of news that would get Jahan like pretty excited. To be honest, is
Stiffy in a jiffy.
absolutely one of those, please. And Demon Slayer, highest grossing anime film of all time. Now it's knocked off Spirited Away off its number one long held pedestal.
How long was it at number 1 for?
Oh, shit, I think when did it come out? 1999.
Years.
Something like
Fucking
that.
years.
When did it come out? Years ago. Yeah, years ago.
No. Like it's just held the number one spot for years.
Yeah, I think it must have been about 18 years, maybe. I can't recall when it originally released. Your Name, which I doubt neither of you know, that came close to being like, oh shit, this might be the thing to knock Spirited Away off, but didn't happen. It's still number 3.
You have such a low opinion of us.
Yeah, I do. But then Demon Slayer, apologies. Demon Slayer came out 15 weeks ago, I think, in the movies. And it's still to hit Australia. It's coming out on the 25th of February. So there's still the box office here to get.
And we actually have a box office too.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Look, I'll be honest here. I didn't really get into Demon Slayer. Animation wise.
Now who has a low opinion of
Hang
who?
on, guys. Hang on.
Look, I tried watching it twice. I'm going to give it a third go because animation wise, it is fucking stunning and it's worth just watching just for like how beautiful it is. But I just couldn't get into the story. There's a guy that looks like Michael Jackson. Like the way he dresses, it's very smooth criminal. And it just kind of really threw me off that I think it's set in like 1800s Japan. And then there's this one guy that's dressed like he's from the 1970s just rocking around. Really kind of threw me.
Time
for a
travel.
loop.
I like it.
Yeah.
If there's anything I'd like to impart on people tuning into this, if you've made it this far, thank you. But if you're looking for, like, if you want to get into anime, I seriously think it'd be worth us telling them a few good shows. Not like all of them. I'm not going to bombard you with everything. But if you haven't watched like Cowboy Bebop,
But what's your entry level package? Like, what shows do you watch that you recommend to get into the genre?
I would say Death Note.
oh
Death
no,
Note. What?
no, I disagree with that. Death Note is a really good, intricate story, and it's got a few sort of like sublines to it. But I just don't think, considering how fucking emo it is and stuff, I don't think that's a good one to get into. I'd say it is very.
I hope for your sake, Israel Adesanya never listens to this.
Yeah. No, I love Death Note. I've watched it that many bloody times, but I'm just saying it's not a good entry level. I'd say things like Cowboy Bebop for many reasons, or like Samurai Champloo or Trigun, or
That's too like it's not too old, but like that's like 90s level of.
but it makes a lot of sense, and I think it would resonate with a lot of people.
Top two each. Okay, I'm going to give you 5 seconds to think of them. Okay, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jahan, your top two anime to gain interest in the genre.
Haikyuu and Attack on Titan.
Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, fuck off.
Okay, so my real answer would be Samurai Champloo and Cowboy Bebop.
Okay, perfect. See?
You know what? I thought you were going to do on 3, name the thing like out of the guys that are separate. Good housekeeping.
No, I actually wanted to give people a reason to listen.
Do you want to do karate in the basement? Yup.
We should become best friends.
Yup.
Cool. Guys, I think that's it.
Yeah, I think so.
You know what? I think that should be it.
I'm out of beer.
Yeah.
I really need a pee.
Okay, well, I guess I should wrap this up then if you need to go pee. Guys, thank you so much for listening again. This means a lot to if you made us this far. If you want to follow us, we are on Instagram, _Geeks, Twitter, _Geeks_, Facebook, New Age Geeks. We're also got the website live, new-age-geeks.com. We're on Twitch at Nagcast. We're on Discord at the Nag Pub channel. We are on anywhere you can get your podcast now, as well as Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. Please leave us a review, 5 stars preferably, or just anything. But yeah, guys, I think that's any final words.
Yeah. Love you.